Well, I've got Jackie here with me, and she is going to show us the cutest basket. Now, we all know and love these. This is like the perfect size set.
I'm going to start.
Okay, so how do we get started?
We will walk you through.
Okay.
So what you will need is you're going to need a heavy stabilizer. Okay.
What would be an example?
We used Timtex, or you could use Shapeform from Kimberbell.
Okay.
You could also use Bosal. They have a really stiff stabilizer as well.
Yes.
And they also have a Fusible, so you could use.
So we're not using a foam in here. We're actually using that thicker.
Really thick.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh,
it's very thick.
I think we're all familiar with that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I said it's very, very thick.
Yeah.
So
does that make it harder to work with?
It is a little trickier.
Okay.
Because when you're boxing the corners and everything, then you've got to have some strength in your hands.
Okay.
So,
good to know.
You could also try a flexi foam or something.
Sure.
I think it still would work really well.
Yeah.
Because you could quilt it. I mean, there's so many really fun things that you could do with this.
Okay.
So I'm going to walk you through on how to make one.
Okay.
And here is our cute pattern that is called Charming Cube. And it's so cute.
I love that.
It's really a lot of fun. What you need to do first is your outer edge. This is what this is just some stash I had from my house. So I am using my stash. So
nice.
It's good.
Good job.
So I went ahead and I used 505 spray, and I sprayed it to my stabilizer.
Okay.
I cut it out at 20 by 28 and a half.
Okay.
So I cut that first, and then I cut my fabric, and I used my spray to hold it into place. Then I drew my lines. As you can see, I drew them 5 inches here and 5 inches here, and then 9.5 and 9.5. And I just used a Choco liner, which was really good. Or you could use a friction pen, anything that you can measure.
Don't use a permanent pen.
Don't use a permanent pen. Exactly.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Note to self, oh brother.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
So once I have this already on here, ready to go, I take it to the machine, and I actually sew on the lines that I drew.
Just a straight line.
Just a straight line.
All right.
What you'll do afterwards is you will fold it. And you will sew 1/4 of an inch on each end.
Yes.
So I have done this one, if you can kind of see in the center, that I've sewed it together. Then I box the corners, and I'll show you how we box the corners. We do exactly the same with the lining as we do with this outer. So here we have, and look how nice. That's why we scored the lines.
I love that.
So it made it look like a square.
I love that. Okay.
So once we have this ready to go, then we can put that to the side, and let's do our lining.
All right.
So you'll take and do the exact same thing.
Look at those strawberries.
I know. You'll
So
do the
cute.
exact same thing with your. Now I used a friction pen on this, and then I pressed it. So my lines are gone.
There you go.
So you can't see the lines. So I did the same thing where I did 5 inches here, 5 inches here, and then on the lining you do 10.5.
Okay.
And then do 10.5, and then you sew. But before you do, I put Fusible backing on it.
Yes. Kind of gives it a little more stability, structure.
Yeah. It works really well.
Okay.
So once I do that,
Good thinking.
then I also fold each raw edge in to 1/2 of an inch.
Okay.
Before I do that, because this is actually going to go over our cube.
Yeah, which really has a cute finish to it.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to sew this. Kris, are you ready?
I am. I'm excited.
Okay, so you're going to take it to the sewing machine.
Okay.
And you're going to sew 1/4 of an inch. You're going to sew 1/4 of an inch on both sides.
Okay.
So we're going to
Do I want the folds up?
Yes, because it's nice because then you're not working with raw edges.
Right.
When you do. So it works really well if you can do that.
Yeah.
So once you've done that.
Okay. So I've got my 2 side seams Done.
Yes,
And this
and
is where I'm
that's it.
going to box out the
This
corners.
is where we're going to box out the corners.
Okay.
So I would take it to the iron at this point and open up my seams. So you want to open your seams.
Okay.
And then you'll press that because you already have your 1/2 inch. So it will look like that. Okay.
I love that.
So we'll I'm going to just finger press our seams open. But when we're back boxing our corners, if you know, I have my line right here where I sewed.
Is that how far you box it out?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to...
That's a big box.
It is a big box corner. I'm going to lay it so that it's nice and flat.
That makes total sense, yes.
Okay. I'll kind of finger press. It won't matter because we're going to cut this part off.
Right.
Okay. So I'm just going to finger press that.
Okay.
And we're going to use the sewn line that's already there, and we're going to sew right on top of it.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so I'm going to make sure that it's, if you want to pin it, you can pin it.
Okay. I think I'm going to
live
on the edge.
I think
I'm not going to pin.
You can live on the edge. We
no
love living on
here.
the edge. So she is just going to sew on the line that's already there. Okay, so now you have boxed the corners. So this is what it kind of looks like.
Looks kind of crazy.
It does look kind of crazy. Then we're gonna take our rotary cutter. Or some scissors, whichever works the best. And we're gonna trim it 1/4 inch.
Yes.
Past.
Kind of just remove that bulk.
Yes. So we'll cut that 1/4 inch roughly.
And so this is the lining, but you would do the same exact thing for the outer.
Exactly the same.
It's just a little thicker.
It is. So
Okay.
I decided that I'd already have that done, so then it's easier for us to show you quickly.
Definitely.
And so I'm just cutting. So now we have our box corners.
Okay.
I'm going to get our cube.
This goes together so
It really
fast.
does. I'm going to turn it right sides out. Right. So we're going to put. Actually, no. I'm going to put.
You're going to have the wrong sides together.
I always have to think about that, and I'm going to put it inside my cube like this. All right. So now because we've already pressed 1/2 inch.
Oh, it makes it even simpler.
Yes. So I'm going to.
That's amazing.
And you use your lines. So the lines that we sewed,
Right.
those are your corner lines, and then your sign.
Oh my goodness. You know what I love about this, Jackie, is when I first, we were talking about this pattern, and at first thought, I thought I would have to do separate squares and then sew the separate squares together, but no.
No, but we do need
This
to,
is
if
great.
you want to do handles, now handles are optional.
Yeah.
But you could even put a grommet,
Sure.
You can do all kinds of different things, right? But you'll need to do that before. But
Okay.
in the pattern, we have used,
I love the
we've
handles.
used the handles.
Yes.
So to prepare the handles, all you need to do is you'll put right sides together and you'll sew 1/4 inch down each. This is a 2.5 by 10 inch. And you'll need 2 pieces of webbing that is 1 inch by 10. And then you will take and you'll just insert this
Easy.
webbing right in for your handles.
So simple.
Okay.
So how do we attach the handles
Then
to the cube?
what you'll do, and see, I even like just the white handles actually.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
So what you'll do is you will take and measure 2.5 inches on each side, and you will just put your handles in like this.
I love it.
Okay.
And then
so
that
you can
binding
pin
just
it.
goes over top?
Then the binding, and I'm going to fold this over, and I used my clips, and it actually was.
Oh, good
Let me
idea.
see if you can kind of see.
The Wonder Clips, yeah.
So I'm folding this over. And another product that I thought that really helped a lot, because you want to make sure that you're even all the way around. You could draw a line.
Oh, sure.
If you wanted a certain, to help you.
Yeah.
Or you could also use the double stick tape.
Oh,
There's a
like
by Annie,
that
or
we
there's
use sometimes with zippers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it will hold it in place. You can also use a water soluble glue stick. I mean,
oh, I'm all about the glue
Yeah,
stick. Yeah,
yeah.
I would definitely do that. Or another thing, you could cut a piece of heat and bond into
Yes.
into a thin strip,
Yes.
and then put it on there
You
as well.
totally-
so
you totally
lots
could.
of choices.
look how cute this is, and then you
Oh
just
my
turn.
goodness,
You
I
just
love
turn
this.
this over as far as you want to kind of on the top, and then you're going to take and top stitch it.
Oh,
And here, I'll just
so
insert.
fun.
I'll insert this in like so. Look how cute this turned out.
And then it just catches right
then
in
it
there.
just then you just
Oh.
sew the top of it all together.
You know how darling these would be if you wanted to make some for the kids, you know, for their toys.
Well, yes.
Their toy buckets, and you could, you know, just find all the cute little, you know, toddler fabric
Yes.
and stuff. I mean, that would be
This
darling.
would be a darling shower gift.
Oh,
Don't you think?
So many ideas.